Hey guys, this is Tigress coming back to you with episode 27 of Minecraft New Adventures. And guys, as always, considering it's summer, if you hear the fan, I'm sorry, but it's way too hot. Also, the reason in the title it says also review of How to Train Your Dragon 2025 is because I'm also going to be talking about, because me and Driver Scotty went and Driver Scotty had already seen the movie, but I went with him today to see it, and I want to discuss it. There's probably, I'm not. Yes, spoiler warning now. Since then, I've been stuck in this pit, and we've got a good set of iron. I'm gonna take a couple stacks. I've not only been stuck in this pit, I have also leveled up Toothless a nice little bit, and got like 25 scales, but turns out there's a group on the ground. But yeah, guys, so we are gonna obviously finish the chicken farm today. We're also gonna make the Night Fury armor and have a quick look at that. But I'm also gonna not quickly, but potentially anyway, discuss the live action How to Train Your Dragon. And guys, a lot of stuff I thought I'd be complaining about was like, for instance, like the dragons, they don't look not all of them look. No, I'll fix that in the morning. Like, not all of them look a 1-to-1 ratio. And part of me thought it was going to annoy me a lot more than it did. Like, I've seen some of the people say about the Gronkles looking how they do, and because Toothless and Night Fury is based on panthers and cats in general. Toothless, you sit for 30 seconds. Stormfly, the Deadly Natter, is based on a chicken. Bath and Belch are based on like snakes, and Meatlug is based on a bulldog / a bumblebee, because of the fact of they look like they shouldn't be able to fly, but yet they can. But yeah, guys, that was something I thought was going to bug me, and it really didn't. Like, there was a couple things in like the movie where there was a thing that Hiccup did, like, in the final battle, like, Hiccup's in the original was in charge, but, like, it does actually make sense them swapping it to Astrid. And then, in the original, when they're, like, getting the dragons to go and, stop the Red Death, in the original, it's Astrid, nudging Snotlad to, drop the weapon. In this, it's Hiccup, and it makes sense. So, the changes they did, I'm 100% happy about. Like, they make no difference to me. And overall, I can't wait to see what they do next. But guys, really, great movie, we watched the movie, the movie started, and a couple hours later, it finished, and it's like, wait, it's already been 2 hours? Because I was, really shocked, because it's it does not feel like it's been that long. A few things that didn't bug me, but if I didn't know, and I found out later, they would have, but after Hick and Toothless take their first flight, they find out that dragons aren't fireproof, because of a terrible terror. They don't find out in the movie, it's something if you know, you know. Also, anyone who complains about the actors and actresses... First, actually, I'm going to jump off first because I've not done it yet. I have no problem with them. I think they're great. Like, Nico for Astrid, I'm 100% behind them. Gonna jump, because we need a swim. I'm 100% behind the mindset of I care more about them matching up to the character's personality more than, you know, them not 100, like, because McKenna Grace looks a bit more like Astrid because of the blonde hair. But Nico, she resembles Astrid in, like, ways of a case of personality and all that lot, and she was a great fit for it. I wasn't 100% happy on, like, the actors that would play actors and actresses that are playing the twins, because they're twins and they don't really look alike. But same point, I can see it, like, although one thing I am happy about, they brought back, like, the voice actor for Stoic, and guys, I'm sorry I don't know names, but I will double check. You know, Gerard Butler as Stoic. I was so happy that he came back. Like, granted, I think some other people who looked a bit more like how Stoic does, a bit more of a beefy Viking, would have been Bella, but... well, actually not Bella. Would have looked more the part, but, like... Stoic's the Vask. It's Gerard. He's 100% Stoic. But yeah, guys, great movie. If you've not seen it, and you have the chance, 100% recommend. Like, before going into it, like I said to Dry Scott, it's like 100% gonna whinge about half of it. Like, before we walked into cinema, it's like, I'm saying now, I'm apologising now. He's like, why? Also, guys, the helmet broke in between. It's like, why? Because everything that's not a 1-to-1 ratio, I'm gonna whinge about. I didn't. Also, this Night Fury armor, I think kind of looks really cool. I like looking dark and mysterious. Why I'm not going to check it on now, I'm going to check my normal iron armor back on, and I might wear... for now, I kind of want it just with the rest of the armors, but in the future I might. But yeah, guys, overall great movie, loved it, 100% recommend. Also, anyone wondering why I'm taking, like, another set of this? The twins are separate, guys. The twins are separate. You only need 20. Jeez. But yeah, like, I love the movie, like... there was one change that... did I not make boots? There was one change that I think might have, like, because when, like, because, like, Astrid finds out about Toothless, and in the live action, Hiccup and Toothless leave her on the edge of a rock, you know, trying to climb back up, being like, Hiccup, please. And it's like, fine, I'm sorry. In the original 2010, they leave her on the edge of a tree, which I think is a lot more frightening. Because from what I can, like, from the rock, like, it looked like she was going to be falling into water. The tree, she would have fell and died. The water, she potentially would have survived. But yeah, guys, on all honesty, Mason, I think I'm pronouncing this right, Themes, and Nika Parker as Hiccup and Astrid, great. They personally, they looked and matched the part. And from, like, I could be wrong, but prediction. Astrid in the live action had a few blonde hairs in her thing. So I'm imagining, what if she does decide to go blonde? Because that was like some people's big thing of, she's blonde. And it's like, and? Because that's why some people reckon the twins were changed, because they're also blonde. I reckon for the second, because they are supposed to be doing one that, quite frankly, she'll probably just be blonde, like... There was also a few new people added, like... Nick Frost as Gobber. Gobber the Blouch is what it says on Google. I was looking at it, it's like, yeah, that's Gobber. Like, that matches Gobber perfectly. Just because, like, you've got Mason Themes as Hiccup Haddock, Nika Parker as Astrid Hofferson, Gerard Butler as Stoic the Vast, Julian Dennis, which I like. It's more me than anything, but like when watching it, it's like, does he perfectly look like Fish? Like, does he perfectly right? And it's like, hold on, wait a minute, that's just me going, hold on, wait, he was in Deadpool 2. That's what I'm always going to associate him as. And he was just like in the movie, just being like, so here's some dragon facts, and like Gobber just being like, dude, shut it, shut it, shut it. But overall, guys, loved the movie, recommend it 100%. Like, it was a great movie, and I'm happy I've seen, like, I think one other difference was the fact that you had Kate Kennedy as Flatel, and Murray MacArthur as Hawk, and Ruth Codd as Philomi the Theatre. I don't remember those being in the original, but for the original, like, I get why they added a few more, like, known characters, because for the original, it was basically just Stoic and then a set of Vikings. Stoic, Gobber, the gang, and then basically just a set of Vikings. So do I mind that they... Do I mind the fact that they, you know, changed it? No. Because quite frankly, I'm happy that I went into the movie surprised. Just because I went in thinking, I've seen the animated movies, I've seen, like, Defenders and Riders of Edge, like, it's not going to be a surprise for me. Although, my one teensy little complaint is, in the original, anytime anyone hears a Night Fury, you almost instantly comes with, get down, because of how deadly they are. They didn't say it in the movie, and what Stoic says in the live action compared to the original, like, and what Hiccup then responds with, is good and bad, personally. It's good because it actually felt like, you know, a father-son relationship in live action. It's bad because in the original, like, Stoic saves Toothless Hiccup, like I say, few spoilers, but I'm sorry in advance. Like, he saves them both. Like, the reason I'm not fussed about saying this, the reason I'm just saying spoiler warning, it's like, it's most of it, it's like, 99%, like 90% of it, is just what happened in the original. Like, Stoic saves Hiccup and Toothless. When Hiccup jumps back onto Toothless, they give a full speech of, you know, Stoic being like, Hiccup, I'm sorry, and all that lot, and then Hiccup just, like, him saying, Hiccup, you don't have to go up there. Him being like, and then Hiccup just responds, I do, it's, you know, part of the cause, and, like, all that lot, and just basically goes, it's a Viking thing, you know, we do what we do. And I did say this to Driver Scotty as we were leaving, but thinking about it now, I'm really not that fussed. Like, the movie was great, 10 out of 10, 100% would watch again. Like, 100% would. Because, like, in the original, like, you had the fact of, you know, Dragon Training Academy, like, Dragon Killing Academy. In the live action, they actually give a purpose for it, and, like, you know, Hiccups come of age. It's what they do when they get to this age. And, like, there's natural, like, purpose behind it, instead of just being like, we hunt and we train our younglings to kill dragons. Like, there's natural, like, reason behind it. So, if anyone is boycotting it because it's like, it's not going to be the same, I've seen it, you might be surprised. Like, guys, I was originally going to wait until the thing came out, like, essentially I could digitally watch it, or buy the DVD of it, which when it does, 100% getting. Because, guys, before, like, I saw this, I'd rewatched almost all of the stuff to do with How to Train Your Dragon. In the next few days, I will 100% see the second and probably the third movie too. I might not watch the third because, like, personally for the third, and this is the animated movies, because personally for the third, it's like, does it really exist? Do I have to acknowledge it? And guys, if you don't know why, one, the film came out in 2019. But at the end of it, like, Hiccup's like, this world doesn't deserve you, go to the hidden world, Toothless take them to the hidden world, and the dragons leave. That's the reason why some people choose to believe, nope, Hiccup and Toothless are still flying around to today. Although, if I could say one thing I'd want for the second movie, Race to the Edge came out in 2015, a year after the second movie came out, and Race to the Edge basically did a load of character development for Hiccup, Astrid, Snortlow, Fish Legs, Rough Nut and Tough Nut. I'd want to see that character development. Also, something else I do think would be cool is because in the second movie, both Stoic and Gobber have both got their dragons. I'd like a nice little, like, if they dig up, because I don't see why they wouldn't. I'd like a nice little quick, like, 30-second sort of case of just them simply going, like, oh, it has been, like, just Stoic going to, like, saying to himself and Scott on the Skull Crush, meaning, it has been a while since I first met you, since I first met Skull Crusher, to, like, Gobber, to, like, or Hiccup, and, you know, and then, you know, Hiccup, like, responding with, yeah, well, the Edge was fun, and, like, we learned a lot from it, just, like, certainly meant, like, they don't even have to, like, go for a case of, oh, the Edge and all that lot, even if it's just a case of, well, we did learn a lot from the Edge, because the Edge basically then filled out how both Stoic and Gobber, two Vikings who, if you look based on the first movie, would be like, we're never going to ride dragons, end up having their own. Like, Gobber gets Grump because of an auction thing to do with Vigo, and Stoic gets Skullcrusher because he was trying to warn the gang about a flood heading towards them. I'd also think it would be cool if we get a subtle reference to, you know, Tornado from Defenders and Riders of Berk. I also do need to do to finish the house and then potentially do a tower for the birds. I will get onto that at some point. But yeah, guys, for the second movie, I'd like him to basically look at Race to the Edge and go, yeah, we're going to take some of the character development and actually, you know, include it. I get why the second animated movie didn't, because they couldn't, it wasn't out at the time, but I would like it to get mentioned. But yeah, guys, if you are hesitate to watch it, or... Damn it! Every time. Now I'm happy I spent hours. But yeah, guys, overall great movie. Nice, like, the reason I'm talking a lot about it is because I'm filming this at, like, 20 to 9 UK time. I got back from watching the movie at, like, 4:30. So it's all still relatively fresh. But yeah, guys, great movie, recommend watching it. Now, why every time I get given iron do I waste it? Although, one thing I am going to mention, I'm thankful the live action basically went, yeah, this is how we got back. Because in the original, they don't. And if you're wondering why, it's because like the boats all get destroyed. And in the original, they don't mention how they got back. Like, we see a bunch of dragons at the end. They don't exactly say they got back by them, but in the live action, Stoic full on goes, it's like flying back and all that lot, like. So it's like, thank you for mentioning it, because personally, how the hell did you get back? But yeah, time to actually make hoppers. I should not be trusted with iron. Also, in between episodes, I have... Thank you, Toothless. Got maxed out Toothless's flight. I have been using him a lot because it's Toothless. Like, he is literally one of my favourite. Like, how can you not love Toothless? Although, one thing I am thankful for, I'll happy enough deal with almost every other dragon not being a 1-to-1 ratio to what they look like in the animation like animated wise. But I'm so happy they did Toothless perfect. Like, you look at live action, you compare it to the animated. Look at live action, compare it to the animated. That's almost a 1-to-1 ratio. Also, guys, if you're wondering why the chickens are luring cooped, I realized that the deadly gnats are gonna try and kill my chickens. I'm hoping this is enough. I love hoppers, but at the same point, when like you accidentally drop something into them, it's annoying. Also, guys, the reason I didn't just instantly bring all the iron back, which I probably should. Right, I need a couple more. No, I need more wood and more iron. But it's only like a couple more rows. Also, guys, I'm quickly gonna say no. I'm sorry that Overwatch for Saturday got cut short. Basically, I don't know exactly what. I'm presuming it's just some sort of stomach bug, but I was starting to feel a bit ill, like not necessarily sickish, but a bit of a case of I probably need to go like I just feeling ill and all that lot, and so it's like I'll end stream now, just so I don't have to worry about being like, hey guys, back in a second. And I did full intend to go and intend to, you know, do an additional stream on Sunday of Overwatch just to go. Sorry guys, makeup stream. There probably will be one tomorrow, or at least there will be an Overwatch stream within the next couple of days. Although guys, if I've learned anything from today, one, DreamWorks can cook in live action, and as long as they keep making good movies like they've done with the you know, the live action How to Train Your Dragon, I will happy enough watch them. And second of all, some nut jobs are nut jobs driving. Because guys, like, one night I didn't want to go and see the film by myself, so I did drag Driver Scotty with me. And guys, by drag, I don't physically mean drag. I essentially give him a nice little sweet deal. He drives me there. I pay for him to watch the film for a second time. So, guys, any of you say I should be nicer to him, I was... But yeah, guys, there's literal proof on how good the movie was. I got granted he said he didn't mind and all that lot, but I got him to watch through the movie again. Now, if the movie was bad, he'd be like, yeah, no, you're not gonna want to watch it. Granted, I still would have. I just would have waited until it came out on DVD. Then be very annoyed with the fact that I paid stupid amount for it. But yeah, it's a great movie, and expect the next few streams to essentially be me going, oh my god, it was great. See, annoyance, more for a case of how my brain processes information, because it doesn't do it in a normal way. Guys, you asked me to name something that should be obvious. For instance, say if you asked me to name I'm just going to stick with something that should be obvious. Probably won't be able to do it. But if you ask me about a conversation that I had 5 years ago, why I wasn't completely sober, I can 100% tell you what happened. Because my brain doesn't go, oh, look, information, remember this. It goes, I remember that very... I have that very conversation. Also, guys, this might be a slightly longer stream than normal, or at least a slightly longer episode. Just because before I end, I want to get a screenshot, like, I want to get all the dragons into one picture for thumbnail. 2, I want to get the chicken pen done. Want to come in the house? Scaffold him. Yeah. But yeah, like, guys, literally because my brain processes information a case of, you asked me to remember something from, like, say, 10 minutes ago, potentially won't. You asked me to remember something from 10 years ago, I can probably tell you. Like, granted, it was a dumb conversation that me and a friend had years ago, but I remember a conversation that me and a friend did have years ago. Granted, it was, again, a dumb conversation because we were just swearing at each other for a good part of, like, 20 minutes. But again, based on that, it's not the fact that I forgot the movie, it's just, I'm starting to think, hold on, what did, it's like, huh? And it's not because of the movie, it's because of a case of, it's like, okay, so the original had that, did that. But yeah, guys, although one thing I've learned from, existing for 22 years is don't judge a book by its cover, and as proof, I want to say almost everyone, I don't think it was everyone who's a fan of the franchise, but a good portion of people were going, why cast her as, Astrid? Like, why? Because she's done a good job as the role, like, don't judge her until you've seen her. Like, there probably will be people who disagree with me saying, great pick for her. But, like, I would rather someone fit the role than being forced to fit the role. Like, I get why people think McKenna would be better because her and Mason are dating. But at the same point, if those two break up by the time they do, say, a second movie and, like, she's cast in it, because she would have signed a contract to, do a few movies, the second movie's then going to be, awkward as anything, and you're not going to have the same chemistry. Compared to a case of what we actually do see. But yeah, the small changes that they did, like, there's a few added things, there's a few small changes. Like, I can't remember where, but, like, I remember seeing, like, it might have just been a deleted scene or something. But, like, I remember, like, seeing a scene where it's just, like, Stoke going, so who's with me? And then everyone be like, the stove is on. It's like, anyone who stays looks after Hiccup. And I'm pretty sure it's, like, right before they depart. So either I wasn't fully paying attention, or that scene was cut. I'm gonna go not paying attention. But then again, like, although I did know a few things that were gonna happen before I saw the movie, I was still surprised. Like, I knew, like, 2% of what was actually happening in the movie beforehand, before seeing it. And all it has done is made me want to rewatch the original, which I probably will. Also, guys, if you're wondering how you can watch the original, and you don't have, like, the DVD, 1, about the DVD, 2, ITVX, at least in the UK, you can watch it, and before anyone says, don't you need a subscription? To watch it without ads. If you want to do it with ads, ITVX was, like, one of the only places I saw. There's potential chance that Netflix in other countries will have them, but at least for the first one. I'm gonna get a bit more wood, just because I don't think I need more than, say, a stack. Also, guys, not that I have anything against movies, but, like, there's two reasons why I generally won't go watch a film in the cinema. Two reasons, and I don't think they're stupid. Reason number one, if the movie's bad, I don't want to pay for it. Like, I don't want to waste my money, like, because typically, for me, I'm paying, like, what, 20 to 30 quid, because, one, I don't go that often, two, when I go, I'd like to eat snacks. And yes, well, I know it might make more sense to bring them in, I like the thing of going in, you know, eating popcorn that's, you know, just being done there right in front of you, and, you know, having a drink and that lot that you don't need to bring in. Plus, with bottles, if you open it and someone hears you, it's like, So, oh, I accidentally made spare dragon armor. I believe. Unless I've de-armed one of them. I know Toothless isn't. Same for Strafe. Same for Rock Smash. Same for Flare. And same for Double Decker. Now, I've got a counter punch. I had a cool name, I completely forgot it. Like I say cool, I had a name I liked, but I have completely forgot it. Like, I'm tempted just to go with Bark and Belch. And actually, what I probably will do is just go with their actual names. Although I do like Strafe. And I do have Rock Smash. Debatable. I probably will make a few iron blocks after this just to keep a lot of it stored. Because when I tend to have, you know, 3-4 stacks of iron, I will make a couple, you know, stack a couple blocks. Chicken, I would apologize, but 4, 4, 8, 16. No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 8. But yeah, guys, two reasons why I typically don't. One, if it's not a great movie or I'm not that interested in it, I don't want to spend the money. Two, kind of now just being given a second reason, I now want to rewatch the live action How to Train Your Dragon movie. It's like, I'm not, like, why I could, I'm not going to then travel all the way back just to watch it. Instead, I'll wait till it comes out, or at least until I can watch it online. Also, guys, anyone wondering, yes, I did spend 20 days getting all that iron. 20 days. And see, it wasn't a full, like, 20 days, because is that what you wanted? Ah, you wanted some attention. Very needy dragons. See, I might change Rock Smasher's name and just go with, you know, Hook Fang, Bath Belch, Stormfly. Just because he does say Toothless. Now, 28 pieces is going to be enough to make exactly what I need. Nope. Oh, how easy it would be just to tear some toast down. I'm not going to a village, you don't have to worry. Needy villagers and no one in the house is destroyed. But yeah, guys, finally we will have the chicken pen or chicken cage fully done. But like, one thing I'm gonna like, see, one thing I need to do, but one thing I'm tempted to kind of, you know, substitute doing it via Toothless Plasma Blast is half of this. See, what I probably will do is trim it. Because part of me doesn't want to destroy that tree, and I'm going to try and avoid destroying it. Basically, by going literally up and just keeping this area, and then basically going a few blocks over. But what I probably will do is just get Toothless to, you know, Plasma Blast. Are all you dragons being needy? You are. Or hungry. Rock Smash, you're gonna eat me a house out of... Actually, out of mind. You too, Toothless. Who's a good Toothless? Who's a good Toothless? What? Toothless is adorable and cute. Wait, did I actually get that villager to leave? I got that villager to leave! Stupid flies. But guys, to be fair, I can't wait till it becomes colder again. Like, I know it's like a case of, you'll only be whingy when it's cold. No, I'm... Thank you, chicken. Now, the only thing I need to do now is get carpet to chuck over all of these, because I personally don't think it's fair to make the chickens sleep in them, when I could give them a very nice carpet. That was unbelievable. All jokes aside, I am going to give them a carpet because it looks nicer. Yeah. Oh, I love the fact that I just can no longer just walk into my house. Look, 23 blocks. 23. I'm sorry, but since when the chat's valuable? They go in there. Where I had more than I thought it did. Shears. Now, where do I keep my shears? Higher shears on. You know, I'm just going to make new ones. But before I do, lay in the junk chest. Damn it. Not in the junk chest. Now, what carpet do I want? See, ideally, I'd like to do lime or green, but I don't have no cactuses planted. You know what? They're getting white. At some point in the future, I probably won't change it, but we live with what we've got, and white's what we've got. Although I am kind of happy how accidentally this has become more like, you know, survival. Like, we've got to live off what we've got. We don't have nothing fancy. We've got our bare hands, which will then instantly go as soon as we get netherite armor. Come on, want to leave her an even amount of pieces. What sheep? One of you lot have got to be hungry. Thank you. Damn it. Well, at least that sheep was helpful, and wasn't just a pain in the ass. I would say, okay, if you sheep don't start eating grass, you're gonna start becoming lunch. And sheep, what I will do will be a lot worse. I will leave at least 2 of you. Actually, I'll leave at least 4 of you. I will then, you know, get you to breed. Give me 2 baby sheep. I'll then slaughter the rest. Shing, 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 shing. Thank you. Why don't say you can't hurt me? Toothless, you what? You're hungry. Who else is hungry? I can! 45... That's not going to be enough. Toothless, we will go flying in a very few minutes. Dragon's being needy. Sheep, you lot better start growing your wool back. Oh, I'm going to need it. I'm presuming I'm going to get, well, about halfway. See, annoying thing, I did the maths on how much I would exactly need for hoppers. I was wrong, or I presumed, or I completely forgot how much I calculated. Either way. See, once there is, you know, 10 chickens in there, I'll be happy. And I'll stop throwing every egg out the window. And by out the window, I mean in a cage. Also, don't ask me why I still sleep outside when I could be sleeping in a nice, comfortable bed. See, because of the fact of that I do, I'm tempted just to make a tent. Also, guys, any of you asking how the helmet broke, I'm pretty sure I jumped off something and it broke. See, it clearly got me 45, and how far did 45 get me? Nice way, so I might just need a bit more than 30. Same again, I probably could be breeding them. Hold on, you... I need to get more seeds. I hate the fact that I just do that. Oh, whoops. See, I'm 100% cornering this off now. I will deal with it for now, but I will be cornering it off. Or I move it down a couple layers. Say move it down, say 3. Do a glass ceiling over all of it. See, what I probably will do in between episodes, considering you saw how I was going to do it, I can tell you now that's exactly how it will get done. I'll come back in a few minutes. Like, you literally saw like this. What I will do is probably... I mean, first of all, rise this back up. Well, actually, glass ceiling it, but like stone... Probably stone brick it. Go down, say 3-4 like holes, like say 3 or 4, and then sugar cane. Go down, say 4, ceiling it, and plant them all underneath, and then just have say a nice little staircase like here, going down, and just have that blocked off. I can't let one sheep escape after, you know, only giving another one back. See, I got the horses thinking they're going to be so useful. Loads of boats I can use for transport. I was wrong. I'll happy enough accept that I was wrong. See, I'm presuming I'm going to need a few more. See, what I didn't want to do white and pink probably would have been nice. See, what I can do is basically at some point get like a bunch of pink dye. which, if I'm remembering correctly, is just red and no, yeah, red and white. Okay, so yeah, 90. Might have extended them. Like, because I'm pretty sure, like, bone meal I can get a good bit of, and wouldn't be too bad. Beetroot I have a decent amount of. Well, I don't, but I can. So that's an infinite red supply. Oh, I need pink. Hold on. I can! So yeah, so I can get a good bit of pink dye. All I'd need is like, what, 90? Which isn't too bad. So, very possible. I'm happy to say now that the chicken pen is 100% done. It is also kind of funny how 1, 2, and 3 took me an episode, but 4 took me like 3 weeks. Granted, it's because I didn't have the iron. Like, you take out the iron and take out the carpets, this would have been done in about 10 minutes. But the reason I wanted the hoppers is the eggs will filter into here. Now, as I've already promised, I need to do one more thing, and that's get all the dragons in for a little thing, because I want them all in essentially like a nice little group shot so I can do it for a thumbnail. Toothless, hope you know you're eating me out of house and home. Put Toothless there. Have Stormfly right near him. Also, I like how the fact that Stormfly's saddle is literally accurate to how it was. Hookfang behind. So it's like Hookfang's like. This is like basically accurate to how Snotlow's saddle was in. I think the third, potentially the second. I'd love it if you could, but same point, I get why. Like, if it was a case of like 2 people could and you get mounted on the heads. leave a like for a second, just to give myself some chance. On day 224 at minus 2398,65208. Because guys, basically when like if there's something that happens in like in the episode that I'm like, okay, that'd make a really good thumbnail, I'd use it, and to use it I need to then remember when I said that was long enough, when it actually happened. Which is why the times when I use Stormfly and Toothless, you'd be like, I was like, where the hell did this happen? Turns out, one was right near the end and I thought I'd missed it, turns out I hadn't. The other I had gone past it. In the food yoga. I want to see how much more I can make. 2 more pieces. That's what I was like, why the hell's that there? It's like, I like to say that now. I am literally gonna go and have a nice little quick flight. Toothless. To the sky! Do-do-do, do-do-do. Whee! Also, I'm pretty sure by holding down like X or the A button on PlayStation. No, X on PlayStation or A button on Xbox. The dragons go faster, at least I think. Because the bar then goes to blue and it starts using them up a bit quicker. And they do start flocking a bit quicker. Also, guys, if anyone is wondering, Toothless's plasma blasts can't be that destructive. Let me just, well, first of all, let Toothless get some stamina back. Which for some reason he can still walk, and he does walk decently quick. Now, anyone who thinks Toothless is Plasma Blast isn't that destructive. First of all, let me find back where the highest was, because it's easier to go from there. Because again, I was leveling up how long you can fly for. Because again, it is useful. That's nice. Green's from this direction. And I was messing around with him, and I started, shooting the water. Right near where the iron farm is. It's like, wait, did I do the hole? It's like, no. It would help if I went the right direction. Yeah. This part should do it, because I plasma blasted the ground. actually to a... That did. But yeah, anyone who doesn't think a Night Fury's plasma blast is deadly, you're very much mistaken. See, this is twice now that I've, you know, after getting to like past like 100 milestones sort of thing, I've then done like 20 days worth of work. Like originally it's like after like day 100 I expected to do a good bit of work. It's like there's a bunch of stuff I want to do it outside because it's gonna take me a while and I'd rather not do it on stream. This time I just need a bunch of iron. Like literally just needed a bunch of iron. But like, I'm so happy I've got Toothless because he's so great. He's also really like decently taken off. But what I do plan to do, I do have blocks on me. It's like, do I have blocks on me? It's like, yeah. Will these be enough? Who knows? Just about. So, okay, it won't dead be on there. Like, what will happen is I'll go like 2 blocks over. Actually, no. I am going to get some other blocks just because Milag will get hungry at some point. But that like what will happen in between episodes is that will be getting moved underground. Because again, beetroot, it is annoying. It's like they can't get to my house, they wrecked my farm. My food. I rely on that. Blocks. I do have fences. See, what will probably happen is I probably will go Toothless. Plasma Blast! Because I'm a psychopath. Joking. For the most part. But no guys, seriously, I'm joking. The reason I will just get Toothless to do it, it's a lot easier than wasting the TNT. Like, technically speaking, if I made a tunnel enough big enough for Toothless in the Nether, technically, he probably could get me what I need. I don't want to think of the day where they do. This will just be other, like, spare stuff, like, basically spare stuff. But yeah, the reason I will just get Toothless to probably just Plasma Blast it, after I dig, after I do, you know, go straight down for a good period of time and waste, you know, 6 iron shovels. Probably more, maybe less, who knows. But after I use a good few iron shovels. But the thing that will get done between episodes is the farms and the doghouse, because that needs to be finished. Besides, it's kind of annoying, you know, only living off sweet berries. Like, I'm a tiger who used to live off pork chops. Well cooked, nicely done pork chops to the perfect temperature. Now I'm eating berries. But yeah, so literally, I will literally go 1, 2, 3, 4, probably about 5 down, and then glass ceiling it. And by glass ceiling it, I mean almost complete glass ceiling it. Which does mean, yeah, I do need glass. I need to pop and get some, like, more sand anyway, but that's not too much of a problem. Because then what I will do is then just find, like, this edge. Well, actually, I'll mark it out, all that lot, and it'll be done properly. But again, that'll be done between episodes. Not tonight, because it's like 10:30. But yeah, that will then be done in between episodes, probably tomorrow. Maybe Wednesday. The dragon thing potentially might be a weekend project. Who knows? And then the doghouse. No, my dogs. Yeah, I am. So I need 2 more. 4. Yeah, so 2 more fences. Dark oak fences. Guys, I know it's evil, but like I was getting annoyed at these doors being left open. They had no consideration. You get access to my house when you have consideration. Until... Oh, and no one saw nothing. Yeah, that looks better. But you don't. I'm gonna go and have a look, see if I've got any rotten flesh. And a seed. But yeah, guys, the real reason I want to move them, like, I'd rather not, because I like my crop farms being out. But at the same point, unless I go and slaughter every villager, which would be mean, at least so I'm told, I'm gonna have to essentially move it down. And the reason why I can't go, you know, just a couple blocks under, you know, go say 3 blocks. 1, I still then need to be able to walk under it, so which 3 blocks would. And 2, if I grow sugar cane, I need that to be 3, so if I do 4, it's perfectly fine. I put up with the rest, didn't I? Well, I could use the rest of my wheat. I don't want it when I only want a couple more sheep for now. Although, to be fair, I think that's most of it done. Like, I granted, I didn't set out to do much this episode, because it's like, I know what I'm like, I will start ranting. Also, guys, while I can't guarantee it'll be, like, on every single movie, but any movie that I do see, that's somewhat, like, that I do see, and, like, let me know in the comments and all that lot, like, and if you are new around here, please like and subscribe. Getting back to what I was saying. Let me know if you do want to hear, like, sometimes won't be spoilers, sometimes will be spoiler free, sometimes there won't be, sometimes there will be spoilers. But let me know if you want to see, you know, things like me discussing, like, movies and, like, that lot while just playing games. Because what I'm more than happy to do is just, you know, chuck on Overwatch, pay a good bit of attention to Overwatch, and then just, you know, start talking about it. But if you want me to go into more detail when I do the Overwatch stream tomorrow, then I will. But this was just kind of just like a mini review of it. But anyway, guys, this is Tiger signing off. Bye. Hope you enjoy. See you next time.